go around. And they're looking at me like, I don't know how to go around. There's a wall in the way. Don't use that build. That is the laziest build in the game.
For what they do for haircuts in an economy which pays people correctly.
That guy's playing Pokemon back there too. He's probably coming to catch this Pokemon. To be fair, I'm already rising up because there's air in my lungs. Morning. Find it weird. There's been a lot of people, because I was walking around a fair bit yesterday, and it's more here than it was in the States, about people wanting to go to pass me on the right going the other direction. Like, there have been numerous times on the way we've gone to the bus, and I've gotten over and I've pushed myself up against the wall and someone just stands there staring at me. And I'm like, go around. And they're looking at me like, I don't know how to go around. There's a wall in the way.
Yeah, I don't get it here.
It's a... Butcher. He asked me on Monday if I had a wonderful day off, and I was like, I technically have a day off all the time. Oh, really? I'm like, self-employed, kind of work as housewife stuff. All right then, we're not gonna be able to walk through there. We'll cross here at Old Trost. And we have to cross the street anyways, and that's just being a weird side of the road today because of the construction in front of Queckabaum. Boom. I know it's a tree, but I don't know what Quecker is.
It may actually be a forest.
That's Bose. That's why when you see something that's like a smoothie and it says Bose Best, that's forest berries.
So did you figure out what the golden berries are?
Nope, I didn't actually Google them. I was thinking maybe since I took a picture of it, it would spawn you to maybe Google them or something.
I showed it to Luke and asked, and he said, I don't know. I mean, they kind of look like tomatoes.
Yeah, and the thing is you do notice the red berries on the left weren't like any of our regular red berries.
Yeah, I think they were maybe currants.
They probably were more of the red currant versus like, because I know that black currant is really close to grape in a weird way, because that's your cassis is currant.
Yeah.
Which is why you like it, is because it is really close to grape. Someone commented in the Fleet forums on Facebook, and I was like, and they tagged me, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot. This is a thing. Because I used to post weekly and get updates, but then I was just like, once I got out of the actual Star Trek Online group, and then I just was like, and I don't log in at the time most other people do. It's like, I now just have like a guild name above mine. But he tagged me asking something about Nukara reputation, and to which Hal said later in the thing, he's like, the only good trait I use is fortified hull. And I was like, to be fair, that is a really good one. But you gotta think that the two tier 4 reps, which is Ox to offense and Ox to defense, are pretty good for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Someone says, not for Ox to bat builds, and I'm just like, no. You don't use that build. That is the laziest build in the game. I have so much issues with Ox to bat or A2B, and I'm just like, I wanted to like search for the picture of Wallace. Wallace? Which one's the dog? Wallace or Gromit?
Gromit.
Okay, so Wallace saying like, what did you bring upon this cursed land? Because I just like, this like, and I peripherally, surveyingly explained it to Aaron this morning after the shower, and he was like,
lame.
So bad.
So, I've thoroughly determined that my anxiety overall, very small, but it's causing me enough to come up with slight excuses for things. So Aaron and I kind of both need haircuts, obviously. And you guys will notice it once I get out of the pool later. You're like, well, I don't know. I have like 10 minutes until I can even check in with my card. So I was getting everything ready. Going to be wearing loose clothing so that I'm not like, anyways. So, and I just realized there's like, I haven't gotten a haircut. Why? Well, because every time I go by someplace, I'm like, all right, Aaron needs a haircut. And then like Saturday, you know, we go out for Pokemon Community Day, and then Aaron's back hurts. And so we stay inside for a little bit, then we both crap around for a little while. We don't make an appointment to go do it. Because I'm like, I don't really want to go by Brainwash, but it seems that Brainwash happens to be kind of the cheaper of the places around here. A couple of the places I looked at down by the gym are like 50 euros a haircut. And I'm just like, it just seems excessive for a haircut. 50, like, I don't know. Maybe people can give me for what they do for haircuts in like in an economy which pays people correctly. So, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've looked at, you know, this is kind of a weirdly hipster-ish district, and a lot of the places I've looked at are fancy places. But that's the thing is like, you know, the hairstyle places, there's so many all over the place. You'd think there'd be a little bit of competition that would drive down the prices, but that's not. And I'm a little weirded out by that. But comforted in that it doesn't do that. And maybe that has driven down the prices, and Brainwash is just super cheap. So yeah, I'm heading off to, a couple minutes here of chatting. I will heading down. Pool opens for swimming at 5:30. It is still very daylight outside. Yeah, I've done laundry and stuff. Aaron's been just absolutely swamped at work. It sucks because there's external factors we need to be taking care of outside of his work that we need to be taking care of. This isn't anything I can do. So, it looks unusually red from these light bulbs. Orange. They look orange to you guys? Maybe it's just the skin and a little bit of the blinds that are combination of colors. My brain says orange, and it's probably pink. Giving my phone a little bit of a charge. It's 7 minutes. It doesn't even take me that long. I'm usually like in there showered, waiting for it to start, because I check in at exactly 10 before, at 17:20, and then I'm like 17:26. I'm sitting here going, come on, let's go. Kitties, get out of the pool. I want to swim. We'll see what goes on with swimming today and see if there's any more slow folk. Yeah, the sun's in the process of slowly setting. It's, I'm talking about that way too much because it's something that interests me and I like talking about it, even though it's excessive. Anyways, I'm going over to get a new Pokemon real fast. Over at someplace over here. I recognize the Pokestop, and it's got like that one. I don't know what it is, but it looks adorable. I'm gonna go grab it with a Golden Berry and an Ultra Ball. I don't care what CP it is. So I always catch new Pokemon. And then after this, I'm gonna head inside Albertheim. Aaron wants Jack and Coke, 2 cans, and I'm like, stressful day at work. Okay then. Oh, it's on the front side of this hotel. Which, I don't know about this hotel. They have a restaurant. It looks way too fancy for us. The kid was gonna kick the soccer ball back to his parents, and he's like small and imperfect, so he's kicked the scooter and set off the alarm. That guy's playing Pokemon back there too. He's probably coming to catch this Pokemon. I'm like on the stop. I can spin the stop, but it's other sides. This Chansey. Christ on a cracker. There you are. Cranidos. Oh, it's 23 CP. Whatever. I ain't chancing this. It evolves with 50 things. Yeah. That's cool. I need to swing by a gym and beat the shit out of it real quick. Is this gym
This gym's blue. All right, so gym was a successful beatdown. Got my quest done for the day, got my research badge done. That was cool. So about the swimming. So, you know, things are getting a little easy when I'm getting around. Actually, this requires some hand stuff. I will explain when I get home. Apparently they tore up the front of Quekabom, like the other entrance, then this entrance. So I wonder if they're just evening out the entire intersection or something, but there is a mess ton of sand all over the place. But anyways, as I was saying, I was gonna describe it at home, but I don't need to. There's so one of the sides of the pools is a little bit less deep. Like, I think it's 1.9 and 2.2. And then anyways, the side where you would dive in on for a competition is a little deeper, which makes sense. So on the shallower side, I'd push off the wall and I'd angle my hands down so that I'd kind of move towards the bottom. And then I'd crab crawl, kind of like Thing from Addams Family, my fingers across the bottom, both of them. And then as they were there long enough, I'd pull my feet up underneath me and push off. It functions kind of like a box jump, and it helps because I have to pull my legs up really fast underwater and then burst off. To be fair, I'm already rising up because there's air in my lungs. So after I realized that one, there were a few times where I would wait for the ladies to get ahead of me in the lane. And so because when I would burst off, I wouldn't burst off straight up. I'd burst off kind of at a 65-degree angle. So if you think of the pool ground as 0 degrees, yeah. So I'd burst forward, and the amount that and to the angle I was pushing myself off the wall to get down was actually fairly shallow. I mean, I think I bounced off at like 90-degree angle, but it was like 30 down, 60 up. Which overall translates to, I don't know, my angles are not working well right now. But anyways, it started being that because the fast lane, there wasn't actually very many people in the pool in the fast lane today. The problem is the people that were in the fast lane were going like super fast. Like, even when I had a momentary ability to go at my full speed or 90% of my speed, I was still not keeping up with the people in the fast lane that were there today. So I opted to stay in the medium lane. They did have medium and slow, but there was no line in between them, so the middle between, there was no floaty between them, so the area between them got a little blurred. But again, I don't know if it's a pride thing, but there were some girls that were definitively supposed to be in the slow lane, but were in the medium lane. Anyways, so that's who I was talking about, just because I let them go ahead a little bit so that I could go underwater, burst off, and whatnot. So that happened. Then I was like, well, I'm still bursting off too fast for them. And I tried bursting off a little slower. I tried bursting off with my hands out because that provides resistance, but my legs are just too strong, and I was still kind of catching up with them, and I had to like pull my arms way out wide and like, whoa! Yeah. So that's fun. I mean, I didn't have to get out of the pool. One of this ear thing almost came out because as I was going deeper, the water was pushing them in, so it was getting a little loose, and I thought it was gonna come out. So I just did the little egg beater with my legs at one end while I pulled it out and readjusted it, because I have great legs and can egg beater and keep myself afloat. I don't know. Looking at the potato masher here and realizing that the Dutch call it an aardappel stamper. So I'm just like, what did they call it? You know, Eier stumper? I guess. Anyways, a whisk. Some people use. Anyway, I'm getting a lot of notifications. I will catch you guys tomorrow for, I know Terry wants to film something, so maybe I might be doing a fair bit and filming practice because it's just something I'm good at doing-ish. Or he can, I don't know. I'll have to work that one out with him tonight. because he's talking to me about other things like software. So yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.